And with that, I recognize Senator Kaine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you to the witnesses. Before any young person signs their name on a student loan, they should know exactly what they're getting into. And every student, every family should understand the full cost of college before they take out even a single dollar in debt. And Mr. Chair, I agree with you that students and families need clear information. I'm a co-sponsor of the College Transparency Act that you mentioned. But just making the information more transparent doesn't really get at the real problem. The reality is that college just costs too much. Students today are struggling to meet their basic needs. Everyday expenses like housing, childcare, food, healthcare continue to rise, while the power of programs such as Pell Grant have gone down. Students shouldn't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, but 3 in 5 college students struggle to meet basic needs such as food and housing. The higher ed system just isn't working for everybody anymore. For working families, the dream of college is slipping farther and farther out of reach. The average cost of attendance for a full-time student living on campus is nearly $27,000 a year at a public university and $59,000 a year at a private university. Meanwhile, the maximum Pell Grant used to cover more than 75% of public college costs, yet today the maximum Pell Grant only covers a quarter of necessary college costs, the lowest level in history. It doesn't have to be that way. We can invest in students' basic needs through programs like Pell, through programs like SNAP, but unfortunately we're going the wrong direction. Since taking office, the Trump administration has slashed more than $6 billion in federal funding from over 600 universities across all 50 states, including in Virginia. The funding is used to support life-saving research, provide student aid, and supply other essential services. The president has decimated the Department of Education. The reconciliation bill that was passed last summer didn't make changes to help students afford college costs. Instead, it cut more than $300 billion from higher ed to pay for tax breaks for the wealthy. This bill will increase student loan payments for a typical college graduate on average by about $4,000 a year. It rolled back protections for students defrauded by predatory schools, making it even harder for folks to apply for financial aid. What's more, rather than making college more affordable, the bill places artificial limits on what students and parents can borrow in federal student loans to pay for graduate programs such as nursing, medical school, and mental health programs. We're going to hear today about the importance of value and return on investment in higher education, and we should, but the reconciliation bill established new standards to limit federal loans to college programs based on the amount of money graduates earn, along with other metrics. Now, accountability can be a good thing, but I am deeply concerned by what the reconciliation bill will mean for low-paying but extremely important professions like early childhood education. Child care workers are among the lowest paid professionals in the country. Their work is absolutely essential. The reconciliation bill will take away access to federal student loans for students pursuing degrees in early childhood education solely because their earnings are low. Policies like this threaten to exacerbate an already extreme workforce shortage in this important sector. Students shouldn't lose access to federal aid that they need to become early childhood educators. And if that weren't enough, we've seen the administration attack academic freedom and freedom of speech itself, even going after 2 college presidents in Virginia's public universities, successfully forcing the retirement of UVA President Jim Ryan and unsuccessfully attempting to force the retirement of George Mason President Greg Washington. The federal government should be trying to open doors for opportunity. Transparency of the kinds of initiatives we'll talk about today, I think, does generate some bipartisan support, but we've got a lot to do, even if we make more transparent the need to have college that's affordable and in the reach of most American families. I look forward to the hearing. Thank you, Mr. Chair.